This was not the adventure excursion we signed up for on our Alaska cruise. We docked in Juneau to beautiful skies, and we got this instead of a helicopter and dog sledding adventure. Our ship broke free and was adrift heading towards another cruise ship. Notice the marker in the harbor and look at the starting position of the Carnival cruise ship relative to that marker. Now compare that to Celebrity's ending position. The skill of both captains in maneuvering the ships in this critical 5 to 6 minutes was amazing. I love to travel, I love fashion, and hubby is a bit of a photography buff. So as we enter our golden years, we're combining those three loves and producing these videos. Hopefully we'll give you a few tips, reviews, or maybe some sage advice. Who knows? All we know is we're having fun making memories along the way. Welcome to Traveling with 904 Style. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, and I love fashion. On Monday, June 16, 2025, many passengers had already disembarked. Imagine being dockside in this chaos, watching the gangway pull away and witnessing the force of the wind pushing the ship away from the pier. We were still on board in our suite on the 11th floor. It's the same level as the bridge. The gunshots of the line snapping and the sounds of things falling and flying made for some tense moments.
Oh my God, look, they're snapping. Ah!
What was really disturbing was seeing the distance the ship actually drifted in proximity to the cruise ship directly behind us. It only took about 5 minutes for this distance to be covered. Now, our captain contacted the Carnival cruise ship requesting they back up to give us room. Fox Weather reported that this was the first ever severe thunderstorm warning in Juneau, Alaska's history, and the strong winds were followed by pea-sized hail. Now, it took 4 hours to redock, and everything and everyone was okay. Between the unusual weather event for Alaska and the code Echo, Echo, Echo called by our captain, we made the news, going national on USA Today, the Weather Channel, and many more, including my own local news stations.
They're snapping. Ah!
A St. Augustine couple's 40th wedding anniversary cruise in Alaska took a wild turn when an unexpected storm rolled through Monday. It's a story that's going viral tonight, showing the ship drifting away from the pier with dock lines snapping from the heavy winds. Our Sydney DeShawn spoke with the couple, and Sydney, they say that this was an unforgettable view from the balcony they were on.
Yeah, that's right, Anthony. It was crazy for them. The two high school sweethearts tell me the day started with blue skies and ended with a scramble on the high sea. Crook said the wind speeds were high, and it's something they'll never forget. Tina Crook and her husband set sail for Alaska, hoping for glaciers, dog sleds, and a break from the St. Augustine heat. But as they docked in Juneau,
The wind pushed us away from the dock. We're busted loose.
the weather
Like this wall of wind just started hitting us.
had other plans.
I think we need to go in because those things are pulling tight and I don't want them to snap. Oh my God, look, they're snapping. Ah!
As they watched from the 11th floor,
It's gonna snap. Oh!
Crook says the captain told them winds hit 65 miles per hour, snapping lines and sending the ship adrift.
The captain calls out a code Echo, Echo, Echo across the whole ship. And an Echo, Echo, Echo is, I guess that means the ship is adrift, prepare for a possible collision with another cruise ship or with the dock. And you start seeing all of the crew members just very determined, going to their positions.
Crook says the ship shifted pretty close to others in the harbor. They managed to stay calm through the storm.
We're like, okay, we do hurricanes. We're Floridians. Woohoo! But what we haven't experienced before was a cruise ship lines unsnapping and then drifting towards the other cruise ships in the harbor. That was a new one.
4 hours later, the ship was safely docked, but their big excursion was canceled.
So we just ended up hitting the martini bar.
And as for cruising again, Crook says she's still on board for now.
No, it doesn't change our mind. I mean, how many times do you hear something like this happening? It's a once in a lifetime, quote unquote, event.
and her husband are still sailing on, and since the storm, the seas have been calm. For them, it's just another story to add to 40 years of adventures together, and they're just glad everyone is safe. Cindy DeShawn, First Coast News, on your side.
Welcome to Traveling with 904 Style. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, and I love fashion.